Watching movies and dying inside. Watching movies and dying inside.
Hi there, gang, and welcome back to Watching Movies and Dying Inside. Today we're going to be looking at 1987's Spaceballs, directed by and co-written, co-produced, and co-starring Mel Brooks. So this is a film that I've seen little bits of, and I know of pretty well, because it's a parody of Star Wars. It's not super complicated. But I've never actually seen it start to finish. I did have a friend who really liked this movie, and when my brother got one of those like super replica lightsaber prop things, and he showed it to my friend, he was like, "Oh, this is like the Schwartz," and my brother had no idea what he was referring to. But I guess his main frame of reference for lightsabers was Spaceballs, which is hilarious. I know it has a pretty good cast. Bill Pullman, Mel Brooks, Rick Moranis, John Candy, Joan Rivers. So, I've seen the Star Wars movies many times. My brother, like I mentioned, he's a pretty big Star Wars fan. Like as big a Star Wars fan without being like super into Star Wars. I'm not really sure what to expect exactly, but I hope it's entertaining and funny. So without further ado, let's dive on in and hope for the best.
Watching movies and dying inside.
Oh, okay, so I guess the Spaceballs are... I guess I just assumed that was a funny title.
Planet Druidia's in sight, sir.
You're really a spaceball. You know that, don't you?
Thanks, sir.
Okay, so I guess the stormtroopers with the ball-shaped helmets are the Spaceballs?
I can't breathe in this thing! When will the princess be married?
Within the hour, sir.
Well, I hope it's a long ceremony, because it's gonna be a short honeymoon.
Here I am. I'm sorry. I had to make a pit stop. I'm so excited. I couldn't hold my oil.
Okay, so Joan Rivers plays Dot Matrix, who I guess is the C-3PO of the film. So Dot Matrix, those were printers, right? Dot Matrix printer. Like the kind of printer with the holes in the sides. The kind of like went like, row, row, row. Like that.
Pizza the Hut! Well, if it isn't Lone Star and his sidekick, Puke.
That's barf.
Barf, Puke, whatever.
Nah, that's kind of funny.
No way! You forgot late charges.
That's weird, because I feel like I've heard of Pizza the Hut, but I feel like I would definitely remember seeing that.
Will you turn that thing off? What? What is it?
This is the kind of movie where they throw a lot of gags at you, and, most of them, but there's a few that land pretty well, so I'm hoping that continues.
There's only one man who would dare give me the raspberry. Lone Star!
Okay, hitting him with the camera, but that other guy, Colonel Sanders, I guess, moving out of the way of the camera, that's funny.
What the hell am I looking at? When does this happen?
I don't know, maybe it's just the difference in filmmaking from, 1987 to today. But a lot of these scenes just go on way too long. Like there's usually a funny gag, at the start or the core of it, and then it just kind of keeps on going.
Oh, thanks, little guy.
I'm beginning to think that this is one of those movies that you kind of had to be there for. I mean, I don't hate the Star Wars gags per se, but a lot of it isn't really doing it for me comedy-wise. I mean, there have been a few good gags, but I don't know, I guess maybe if you were there in 87 watching this and you were like, really into Star Wars, every gag would be a home run. But Yoda parody by way of The Wizard of Oz.
But you're the one.
Yes, I am the keeper of a greater magic, a power known throughout the universe as the
Force?
No, the Schwartz.
Schwartz.
Yes. Merchandising, where the real money from the movie is made. Spaceballs the t-shirt. Spaceballs the coloring book. Spaceballs the lunchbox.
Is it?
Spaceballs the breakfast.
That looks like Optimus Prime on the cover of that coloring book. That's kind of weird.
Somewhere in the sands of Vega.
Tell them to comb the desert, do you hear me? Comb the desert!
Yes, sir.
Oh, wait, they're going to be using, a giant comb. Womp womp.
Who knows? God willing, we'll all meet again in Spaceballs 2. The search for more money.
Well, the setup eventually paid off. Played the long game there, so,
Now, commence Operation Vacuum Suck.
Suck. Suck.
Now that I think about it, it is kind of odd that they waited until, the last 20 minutes of the film to start doing lightsaber gags. But I guess, in a pre-digital age, probably wasn't the easiest thing in the world to do that effect. I'm still not exactly dying inside. I've laughed a few times, but we're about 75 minutes into the film, another 15 to go. And I'm ready for it to wrap up.
Oh, no. Not again.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal.
That was completely unnecessary, but I wondered why that looked like the Statue of Liberty. Probably should have seen that coming. Okay, so that was Spaceballs. It was fine. I didn't hate it. Had a few laughs. But yeah, it dragged quite a bit. A lot of the sequences went on too long without a good laugh. I mean, as a Star Wars parody, this is kind of the benchmark. I can see why it became a revered classic, but at the same time, I'm not sure I could recommend it, Unless if you're a huge Star Wars fan and you've never seen it, see it. But otherwise, unless it legitimately piques your curiosity, you'll be fine. Yep, that was Spaceballs.
Schwartz. Yes.